Yeah. So please check once again. Is my screen visible? Is my voice is audible? Any disturbances
Yes,
from?
sir. No disturbance, sir.
Okay. So I think in the yesterday's
వేసుకునేటప్పుడు గొనుకుతున్నాడు ఇదే ఈ అమ్మ చేస్తే నీకు పిల్ల పెట్టినట్లుందిరా అంటున్నాడు ఇంకా నేను ప్యాకెట్ చెప్పలా
please make sure your mic is off. So I'm starting this session. So I think yesterday we have completed how to create a list, by using constructor and all. So do you have any questions in the yesterday's class, and how to update, how to assign, how to delete a particular element from the list, how to delete a complete list? Each and everything we have understood in the yesterday's class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So shall I proceed with the next session?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So before going into the topic, so I would like to tell you a few things regarding list. So I think we have already completed how to use constructor, right? So students, are you able to view my screen? I have opened online compiler.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now using list constructor, okay, I would like to create a list. Generally, what is the syntax that we have now to create a list of items?
Variable name equal to list of.
Variable underscore name is equal to some list of, within the square braces we need to specify some elements, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can also specify by using, we can also specify range function. So are you aware of range function?
Yes, sir.
So let the list name be some list data. Here I am using some list constructor. Now I am using some range function. What are the arguments that we have in the range function?
First function, last function, index,
Start, end,
Start,
starting point and ending point.
ending, and incrementation part, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So incrementation part by default it will be +1 if you specify or not.
That's one.
So by default we may or we may not specify it. So by default the value of incrementation will be +1. Okay. So now I would like to print the list data, list underscore data. So let us check whether it is being working in this way or not. See here, I would like to have the list of items from 1 to 9, where 10 value will not be considered. Yes or no?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
So if we did not specify this value, means what is the default value?
1.
Sorry, what is the default value? 1 or 0?
0.
Zero.
Sir.
Yes, it is 0. So it will start from 0 and it end at 9. Is that clear? The range function
Yes,
will
sir.
have a start value, end value, and the incrementation part value. In the start value, by default it is 0. End value, so the range function will work from up to n-1 values. Okay, and the incrementation by default it will be 1. Okay, so now here I mentioned about 10 values, so 0 to 9 values. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
In the same way, okay, so I have taken another list which let it be 2. Okay, so in the list itself I am giving some hi, welcome. This is the message that I have given in the list constructor. Is this right? Is this clear? Now I would like to print list data 2. So let us check whether it is been working on this particular string or not. So here we are taking the input as string, yes or no? So this string will be divided at each and every character, as each and every character. See here, even the space character is also considered as a single item. Students, is this clear? If you are specifying a string, by passing that particular string to a list constructor, we can directly get the list items. That means we can get the individual characters of that particular string. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
By passing just to a list constructor, the string, we can get the each and every character from the string. Is this clear? The two things?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Doubt? Nothing else? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I am moving towards the PPT. Okay. So the next task we have is, I think yesterday we have completed operations, right? Some operations on the list. May I know what are those operations? Can anyone explain it?
Creation,
Creating list.
The op-
reassigning,
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 adding an element into existing list,
deleting an
deleting an
element
element from the
deleting an
existing
element from an existing list.
Okay. So what are the keyword what is the keyword we use for deletion of entire
Del.
list?
DL.
Yes, del is the keyword which is used to delete an entire list or an element from the list. Yes or no?
list. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So in the similar way, we have some other operations on the list by using operators. By using some operators, we can perform some operations on the list. So let us discuss about that particular operations, and the operations are concatenation and repetition. Concatenation and repetition. Concatenation means adding one list to another. Adding one list to another list. And what about the repetition means repeating the list elements. Repeating the given list elements. Okay, so these are the two operations we have on the list by using operators. So let us work with this. So let us consider with an example. So here I have a list 1, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 as list 1, and list 2 as 5, 6, 7, 8. So is this? I think it is clear. So now I would like to perform repetition operation. Repetition operation. What does a repetition operation does? So how many times we would like to repeat list 1? Here it is 2. So I would like to repeat L1 for 2 times. I would like to repeat L1 for 2 times. So L1 into 2. So this results in repeating the same L1 twice. Repeating the same L1 twice. And coming to concatenation means adding one list to another list. Okay, so concatenation we use plus symbol. So L1 plus L2. So in this case, the resultant will be the containing the elements of list 1, elements of list 1, and elements of list 2. Elements of list 2. This is how we are supposed to concatenate these values. Students, is this clear how we are going to perform the repetition and concatenation?
Yes, sir.
So let us see the example. Let us see the example in the online compiler. Is this viewable?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So performing operations using operators star and plus. So the same example I am considering here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the same way 5, 6, I think it's 7 and 8. So these are the data that I am considering. Okay, so let us print those lists before doing some operations. So L1 data. L1 data is equal to L1. In the similar way, I would like to print L2 data. Yes. So now we go for multiplication operation. So multiplication usage, operator usage. Okay. So that is, I would like to make L1 into 2 times. So what is the result? So if that has to be happen, I want to do L1 into 2. L1 into 2. So in this case, what is the result of this case? Students, please tell me what is the result.
L1 2 times.
Repetition, sir.
So
1, 2, 3,
I think
4, 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3, 4.
This is the result, right?
Yes, sir.
And coming to
Sir.
somebody's disturbances from your side. Students, please check it. And next one is concatenation. Concatenation operator. So what is the concatenation operator we have? That is plus, right? So L1 plus L2. So L1 plus L2. So what is the expected result here?
Adding first list to second list.
L1 plus L2.
6, 7, 8. I think this is the result that we are supposed to get. Yes. So let us check. See here, as we expected, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For example, if you have given this value as 5, in that case, the L1 will be repeated 5 times. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Or else we can do like this also. We can do like this also. We can add any number of times that we need. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If this program is clear, students, shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
about the others?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please check the same example that I am given here. The same example which I have shown you in the online compiler, the same I have given here. And the output is here. I think it is clear, right? The same L1 data, it has been printed correctly here. And L2 data, L1 into 2, the resultant, that is repetition of L1 twice and L1 plus L2. So the comprises of elements both in list 1 and list 2. That is clear. Okay, so let us go with the next one. The next thing, that is,
Yes, sir.
somebody interrupted me. Nothing, shall I proceed? Yeah. So accessing elements of a list in Python. So how to access these elements? I think these lists are having some index values, right?
Yes, sir.
So by using some index values, we can access those list elements. That is clear. Yes or no? By using index only, we are supposed to get the data. Okay. So the index value in a list will start from 0, which is the first element in the list, and ends at the length of the list minus 1, which is the last element presented. So in order to access the elements, we are supposed to use the index values. I think we have the index values which starts from 0, which is the first element presented in the list, and the length of the list minus 1, which is the last element in the list. So the individual elements of a list are accessed by using index values. So let us go with the syntax. So list name within the subscripts index value. Within the subscripts index value. So for which list we have to know the value, that particular list name, and from which position we need to get that particular value. So this is the one syntax that we have, how to access a list elements. So let us consider with a small example. So this is the example that I have. So student, so which consists of some data. So let us suppose his roll number is 1 His roll number is 1 and his name is Rama and he is studying some second year CSE department and he has scored in first sem 85.80. So this is the data of a student which is represented in the form of a list. Okay, say for example, if I want to access 0 value, if I want to access, that is the roll number 1, how I am supposed to indicate?
Student of 0.
So
Student of 0.
is nothing but the 1 value. In the same way, what is Rama? I think it is
Student of 1.
Student of 2 means second year, student of 3 means CSE, and student of 4 is nothing but 85.80. See here, the index value, the first one will start from 0 and the last one will be the length of the list minus 1. Length of the list is here, we are having 5 elements and the index value is minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4. I think now we are clear with this accessing the elements. Yes, shall I show the program? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Students, are you able to view my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Accessing list elements. Okay, using index. So let us discuss about that. So the same example I am considering. The first one is roll number and the second one is Rama and the third one is, I think he is belonging to second year. So second year, let it be, and I think he is from the department some IT and the percentage is 85.90, which is a float. Okay, say for example, before accessing I would like to print the entire list data. So student is equal to the data. Okay, now I would like to print each and every student of 0. So how the value will be printed here? How the value will be printed?
1, sir.
Student of 0.
Student of
0 we have to specify.
0.
Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Print the value of 1. So this is the way that
Student.
we have to print. So if you want to print the student of 1, like this we have to print. And student of 2, student of 3, student of 4. I think this is how we are supposed to access the elements, right? Let us check whether it is been working or not. Yes, it is working. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Accessing individual elements of a list. Accessing individual elements of a list. I think it is clear now. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then. Please switch off your mic after you completion of your response. Just give me a second. Yeah. Number 83. Satish. Yeah. The same example here I am using. This is the output that we have seen in the online compiler. Yes. So let us move to the next one. So I think slicing we have seen, right? Are you aware of slicing?
Yes, sir.
What is the operator we are supposed to use?
Column within square braces.
Yes, square braces. Inside that we are supposed to mention colon. So the colon indicates the range, right? The starting index and the ending index. So that is what we need to tell. So there is also possibility of accessing some subset of elements from the list. So that can be done by using slicing. Okay, in list slicing, by default the starting index will be 0 and the default ending index will be the length of the list minus 1. That is 0 and n minus 1 as usual. Okay, and we can also access some subset of elements by specifying some starting index and some ending index. Okay, let us go with the syntax. So this is the syntax. So as you said, here we are specifying the star, that is a square braces and column. In between that we have to specify the starting index and the ending index. Is the syntax is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us go with the example so that it is very clear. So here I am considering the list which is consisting of,
syntax repeat sorry.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So here I am considering with the example. So here the list data starts from 0 and ends at 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the list elements. Okay. So in order to represent this list of elements, so I am using a diagrammatic representation of the list. I think this is the way that the lists are stored right in the memory. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These are called the list elements and these are called as index values. I repeat, these are the list elements and these are the index values. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So list of 0 is having 0 value, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like this. So this is how we have to know. That is a list of 4. The name of the list is list and the index value is 4. So the value is 4. That is clear. Say for example, if I am specifying like this, because here I did not specify the ending index. Here I did not specify the ending one. So by default it takes the length of the list minus 1. Yes. So the list will be the entire list. The output will be the entire list. Is this clear? There is no need to specify the ending index value. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. So in the similar way, for example, if I specified like this, that means a list of some column. I did not specify any starting value and ending value because by default, what is the starting value?
0.
0.
Ending value is length of the list minus 1.
Length minus
So the complete list of elements will be occurred. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Next, coming to list of 2 is to 4. That means the starting index has to be 2 and the ending index will be less than the
3.
4. Less than the 4. Yes.
Minus.
So in this case, the values are the index value 2, 3 only. So that means 2 and 3 are the values that we are supposed to get. So in the similar way, so 1 is to 3 means it has the index value starts from 1 and it's ended less than 3. Less than 3 means it's 2 and the values are 1 and 2. Is this possible? Means it is also possible. Not specifying the starting value. Here I did not specify the ending value and here I did not specify the starting value. In any case, we are supposed to access the values because the starting index we need not to specify and the ending index also we need not to specify. Is this clear?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So shall I go with the example in the online compiler?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think I have to consider so let us go with the list data. So the same example I am considering is 0, let it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the values I am supposed to have in the list, and I am here. I am printing the list data, values. Yeah. So say for example, I use it like this. So list, let it be like this. So list of the first one, I think it is from 0 colon. I did not specify the ending index. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the list data, which is starts from 0 and ending is not specified. So let us check whether it is being working or not. Yeah, see here, in this case I did not specify the ending index, though I have got the result. Yes or no? Because by default the ending value is the length of the list -1. And in the similar way, I am not specifying both the indexes, both the starting and ending indexes. So let us check what will happen. See here, even I did not specify the starting and ending index also, I am supposed to get the entire list, because the starting index value will be 0 by default and the ending index value will be length of list -1 by default. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us go with the slicing. That is 2:3. So tell me what are the elements that we are supposed to print here. 2:3
Two,
means
sir.
2, sir.
3,
1, 2. 2
Two.
means
3.
I think it's 3.
Yes, sir. 3.
Only the value is 3. Yes. Yes, it is right.
Sir.
Is this clear? In the similar
Yes,
way, I am not specifying the starting index, but I am specifying the ending index. Starting index is not been specified, but I am specifying the ending index. So what is the result that I am supposed to get?
1, 2, 3.
1,
1, 2,
2, 3. So let us check.
3.
Yes, it is right. Is this clear now, students?
Yes, sir.
How to use slice
sir.
operator in accessing the elements? It is slicing. Now it is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shall I move to the next one? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
About the others?
So 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
సార్ ఎన్ని వేలు కూడా చూపించదా?
Sorry.
ఎన్ని వేలు కూడా చూపించదా?
Ending value
కూడా చూపించదా బుట్ట?
అర్థం కాలేదండి.
సార్ లాస్ట్ దిగొద్దిగా ఉన్నదా? అది ఆ బుట్ట దిగొచ్చిందా? చూపించదా?
ఇదిగోండి థర్డ్ వన్ చూడండి. స్టార్టింగ్ ఎండింగ్ ఏం ఇవ్వలేదు ఇక్కడ, అయినా సరే నాకు ఎంటైర్ లిస్ట్ వస్తుంది. ఇవ్వాలని రూల్ ఏం లేదండి, కాకపోతే నాకు అందులో థర్డ్ ఎలిమెంట్ లోపు వరకు కావాలి అన్నాను, అందుకని స్టార్టింగ్ చెప్పలేదు, ఎండింగ్ చెప్పాను అంతే. ఎస్
సార్.
Shall I move to the next one? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I'm moving towards the negative indexing. That means as like strings, here in the list also we have a negative indexing. So negative index, what is the default value? The negative index value, what is the starting in negative index value? We have
-1.
yes, from the back side also, that is from negative indexing also we can access the data. So which is the last element? So that is the rightmost element -1. So and its adjacent element will be getting index -2. So like that we are having some values. So let us see the example so that it is very clear. So This is how we are supposed to represent. So I think these are the list elements we have, and this is the forward index values. Forward means starting from 0 and it is moving towards the end. And here it is the negative index values, which starts from backwards, that is from the end of the list and to the starting of the index, to the starting of the elements. So negative index which starts from -1 and forward indexing which starts from 0. Sorry. So students, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For example, list of -1. So now I would like to access list of -1 value. So in this case the value is 5, right? So the same 5 value has been occurred here. In the similar way, I would like to access list of -2. So the value is 4. List of -3, value is 3. List of -4, the value is 2. In the similar way, I am applying some slice operation. Slice operation. See here, I would like to get the values of from -2 to -1. -2 to -1. What is the value means? So -2 to -1. So this is the range. So the starting value is -2. -2 means I have to consider this one, 4. And -1 value should not be considered. So the -2 value will be taken here. In the similar way, -3 is to -1. The starting index value is -3 and it has to end below the -1. Below the -1 means it has to end at -2, right? So it has to consider the values of -3 and -2. So list of -3, -1 means, is that clear? List of -3 to -1 means we need to get the elements of -3 and -2. That's it. In the similar way, list of -5 is to -1 means I need to get the values from -5 to less than the -1. That means -1 కన్నా తక్కువే ఉందండి -2. So -5, -4, -3 and -2 value. Okay. So -5 is 1, -4 is 2, -3 is 3 and -4 is, so -5 is 1, -4 is 2, -3 is 3, -2 is 4. I think it is clear now. Say for example, like this I have mentioned, that is the starting value is -3. The starting value is -3 and I did not specify the ending value. So what is the ending value here? By default it will be
-1, sir.
-1.
Yes, it is -1. So the values are started from 1 to and ended at 5. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us take with a small example, the same example with a negative indexing. Okay. Students, are you able to view my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See here,
Sir.
-2 to -1. So in this case, what are the values?
5, sir.
Okay. -2 to -1. So
4.
what is the value? -2 to -1. So let us
5.
show you
5.
mathematically so that no confusion will be here. So I think the value of 1 will be
-6.
what is the value?
-6, sir.
-6.
Yes, it is -6. What about 2? It is -5.
-5.
-5.
And what about 3?
-4.
-4.
Okay, -3, -2 and -1. Yeah. Now you please tell me what is the value of -2 to -1?
5, sir.
5.
So the -2 value, it is 5 as you said. Let us check. And what is the value of let us go with -3 to -1. -3 to -1. So what are the values?
4, 5.
-1. So I need to get the values of -3 and -2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
It is 4,
4
5.
and 5.
Okay. So let us come with the next one. That is, let us go with the -5 is to -1. So in this case, what are the values?
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
-5 value is 2, 3, 4, and 5. So -1 should not be considered. Yes. And in
Yes,
this
sir.
Yes.
case, so I am just specifying the last index. I am not specifying the first index. That is the ending index. I am not specifying. Only in the starting index I am specifying. What is the values? What are the values?
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5, 6.
2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
5, 6. So shall we check the results?
Yes, sir.
See here, as you said, it is 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are all are correct. Is this clear, students?
Sir,
Yeah.
లాస్ట్ లైన్ లో -5 కాలం 0 పెట్టండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
మీరు అనేది -5 0 అండి.
సార్
వచ్చిందంటారా? ఏమొచ్చిందండి?
ఇది సార్
Empty.
ఎంటీ లిస్ట్. అసలు ఎందుకు ఎంటీ లిస్ట్ తీసుకుంది?
నెగటివ్ ఇండెక్సెస్ లో 0 ఉండదు కాబట్టి.
ఎస్ ఎస్. సో -5 దాకా వెళ్ళారు. మీరు డిక్రిమెంట్ అవ్వాలి కదా. డిక్రిమెంట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే నాకు ఇక్కడ రేంజ్ స్పెసిఫై అవ్వాలి. -5, -4, -3, -2, -1 రావాలి. 0 అనేది లేదు కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ సమ్ నల్. అండ్ ఇన్ ది సిమిలర్ వే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు స్టార్టింగ్ ఇండెక్స్ మర్చిపోయారు అనుకుందాం. లెట్ ఇట్ బి. ఓకే. సో హియర్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ -1. సో ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్, మే ఐ నో ద రిజల్ట్?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry? Yes, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ఎందుకంటే by default it is the length of the
Start.
-1, right? Starting index
Yes,
అంటే
sir.
కదండి -6. అవునా? సో ఎండింగ్ ఇండెక్స్ మనకు తెలుసు, దట్ ఈస్ -1 అని చెప్పేసాం. సో లాస్ట్ నుంచి -1 వరకు వస్తుంది. ఈజ్ దిస్ క్లియర్?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
What about the others? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I heard only few S's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next topic, that is we are supposed to perform some looping over the list. So the next thing is how to use loop in accessing the entire list items. So by using some membership operator in, I think you are aware of this membership operator, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are the membership operators we have?
In, not in.
Yes. Yes, these are only the two membership operators we have in Python, that is in and not in. Okay, along with for, we are supposed to use a membership operator in. So let us check how we are supposed to go with the program. Okay, I think you people are aware of for loop statement, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So accessing list elements using loop, for loop. Okay then. So how to use a for loop?
For I in range.
Okay, for I in, yeah,
List data.
Range. List.
okay,
Data.
0 comma
L
7.
so can it be a length function?
Yes, sir.
Can it be a length function? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of this function, length function?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In this case, let us check
సార్ +1 ఇవ్వలేదు సార్. length of list data +1.
come again.
length of list data +1 ఇవ్వాలి కదా సార్.
+1 ఇవ్వాలా అండి ఇక్కడ? ఓకే, let us check. సో లిస్ట్ డేటా తప్పు. యా, మరి వాల్యూస్ అన్నీ వచ్చాయండి. 1 2 3 4 5 6 రాలేదు, 0 నుంచి వచ్చింది.
6 రాలేదు.
మరి 0 ఎందుకు వచ్చింది? రేంజ్ 0 నుంచి ఇచ్చాను కాబట్టి. లేదు 1 అని ఇచ్చానండి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. 1
2 3 4 5 వస్తుంది.
ఎస్, 5 వరకు వచ్చి, ఎందుకంటే లెంత్ వాల్యూ విల్ -1 వరకే కదా రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ వర్క్ అయ్యేది. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? అందుకని ఇలా ఇవ్వాలండి. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఈస్, హియర్ ఇక్కడ నాకు రేంజ్ 1 నుంచి లెంత్ ఆఫ్ లిస్ట్ +1 వరకు ఇచ్చానండి. అంటే ఇక్కడ లూప్ వేరియబుల్ కదండి ఇక్కడ i అనేది. సో ఇక్కడ iలో ఫస్ట్ 1 తీసుకుంటుంది, తర్వాత 2, అది 3. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నాకు లిస్ట్ ఇలా ఉందనుకుంటున్నానండి. సేమ్ లైక్ 1, let it be Rama and department CSE or IT and his percentage is 85.6. నాకు లిస్ట్ ఇలా ఉంది. ఈ కేసులో నేను రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ వాడచ్చా?
Yes sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
as you said. See here, I am not supposed to get the values. Then how?
One
For
comma,
I in
అది
list
list of
data ఇవ్వాలి
slice
sir.
operator సార్.
Somebody told.
For I in list data.
Yes, because list data contains the items, right? And I is nothing but one of the item is present in this particular data or not. That is what we are checking. So here the loop will take one of the list item from the list data and that will be stored in I. And I am checking that whether this particular I in this particular list data or not. So if that is true, the for loop is clear and print will be done. So see here. Yes or no? Is this clear? So
Yes sir.
this loop will work. That is, it gets the value of the first item, that is 1, into I, and it checks whether that particular value is in list data or not. Is in this list or not.
సార్
So
లిస్ట్ డేటా ఆఫ్ స్లైస్ ఆపరేటర్ కూడా వాడచ్చు.
list data of, sorry,
0 to 4 అని కొట్టిన 3 అని కొట్టినా వచ్చింది.
మీరు అలా అయితే ఎలా చెప్పగలరండి? స్లైస్ ఆపరేషన్ అంటే నో నీడ్ ఆఫ్ స్లైస్ ఆపరేషన్ కదా. ఇక్కడ మనకి అన్నీ కావాలి కదా, వాల్యూస్ అన్నీ కావాలి కదా.
మనకు అన్ని కాకుండా మనకి సిఎస్సి వరకే కావాలనుకుంటే 0 to 2 ఇవ్వచ్చు. అలా
మీరు అనేది ఇలాగా
సార్ 0 to 3 ఇస్తే సిఎస్సి వరకు వచ్చింది కదా సార్.
అదిగోండి వస్తుంది, దానికి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. కానీ మనకి ఇక్కడ ఫర్ లూప్ యూసేజ్ ఏంటండి? ఎంటైర్ లిస్ట్ని యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి. ఇస్ దట్ క్లియర్? జనరల్గా ప్రీవియస్ దాకా మనం ఏం చేసాం, ఒక్కొక్క ఇండెక్స్ వాల్యూతో ప్రింట్ చేసాం. కానీ ఒక ఫర్ లూప్ యూస్ చేస్తే నాకు ఒక ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్తో సరిపోయిందిగా. ఎస్ సార్ నో?
Yes, sir.
The main usage of this for loop is to get the entire list values with using one particular print statement. I think it is now clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
సార్ ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు లిస్ట్ తయారు అంటే అదే మొత్తం డైమేల్ అయి కొట్టుకుపోతాం సార్.
Make it clear. స్లోగా చెప్పండి, పర్వాలేదు, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
సార్ మనం మాల్ లిస్ట్ 1 మెంబర్స్ చూసాం.
ఎస్,
తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మన ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు చూడాలంటే మాడు కొట్టు ఆడతామా సార్ లైన్ బై లైన్?
నార్మల్గా మీకు 1 or 2 కావాలంటే వీ కెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ గో ఫర్ ఇండెక్సింగ్. ఇండెక్స్ వాల్యూస్ యాక్సెస్ చేయొచ్చండి. కానీ మీకు కంప్లీట్ లిస్ట్ లో ఉన్న డేటా మొత్తం కావాలి అంటే మాత్రం ఫర్ లూప్ యూస్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే ఇండివిజువల్ గా యాక్సెస్ చేయాలి అంటే. లేదు జస్ట్ ఆ లిస్ట్ ని మీరు ఇక్కడ చూడండి, డైరెక్ట్ ఒక ప్రింట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను లిస్ట్ డేటా అని ఇచ్చేసినా నాకు ఎంటైర్ లిస్ట్ ప్రింట్ అవుతుందండి. ఎంటైర్ లిస్ట్ వచ్చేసింది. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఒక్కొక్క వాల్యూని యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నానండి. ఒక్కొక్క వాల్యూని యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నా. ఈజ్ దట్ క్లియర్ నౌ?
సార్.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. The same example here I am considering. See here. Here the student data, and I am giving for element is nothing but the iterating variable, and in is the membership operator, and student data is the list name. So element from the list is, so the first item is 1 and the loop is repeated. The second item is Rama, third is second year, and the fourth one is CSC, and the fifth one is percentage. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
The next one we have.
Sir, one way, sir.
See?
రాసుకుంటా సార్ బుక్లో.
స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకున్నానా? స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి, బెటర్ కదా. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి, తర్వాత పేర్ చేసుకోండి, సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఈజీ ఫర్ యూ. Because I think we did not have in syllabus the tuple and sets, so those two also been taught in this particular unit, so that's why I'm little bit hurrier. So don't worry, because those two concepts are also very important in your future, so that is why I would like to explain those things now in this third unit itself. So shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
I did not received a response from one person. Shall I move it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next one is existing of an element in the list in Python. So there is a testing also we can perform, that is a searching technique. So to test whether that particular element is present in the list or not. So in order to search whether the particular element is present, existed in that particular list or not, we are also, that is also available in list. So for that we are supposed to use again the membership operator in. Okay, so the in is a membership operator which is used to check for the existing of the element. Okay, so let us go with some example. So I am moving towards online compiler. Students, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how it is possible to compare whether it is present in that particular list or not? So I think it will be done by using if. So now I am supposed to check the element is CSC in the given list. So if it is yes, if case is true, so CSC is found in the list. That is what I mean to tell. And if it is not present, CSC is not found in the list. So this is what I would like to print. So I think from looking itself, we can say that CSC is present in the list data. So see what is the value that I am supposed to get. So CSC is found in the list. Since CSC is an element in the list, so the list comparison will be done by using this particular if clause. So CSC and the same item is checked in the entire list. So we need not to go for loop for checking each and every index value is compared with this or not. I think the searching technique we already seen. Yes or no? In C we have a searching technique to find out whether particular element is found or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
it's a linear search and binary search, yes.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
we need not to go for that much of coding here. Just giving the element name, giving the element, and by using membership operator, we can check whether that element is present in the list data or not. I think now it is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we need not to compare each and every element in the list. Just giving like this by using membership operator in, by using if conditional clause, we can check whether the particular element is existed in the not. So here I am checking that is IT is present in the list. Is this present?
No,
No,
sir.
It
No,
is
sir.
in the list. So which is not present. So IT is not found in the list. So I think now it is clear how to check whether it is exist in the element or not. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So do you have any questions in this today's class? I would like to call it for a day.
No, sir.
Any questions? If you have any question, please interrupt me.
No, sir.
Yeah.